Hey everyone, welcome to That's What We Said, the show where we debate. Hey everyone, welcome to That's What We Said, the show where we debate and discuss life and all that comes with it.
My name is Aling.
And my name's Adam.
This week it's going to be part 2 of our series on dating deal breakers. If you guys haven't seen part 1 yet, the link will also be down in the description box, along with links to all of the other videos.
What? Yeah. I'm like, what you want, girl?
Alright, so my next one is sloppiness. Unclean, poor hygiene, laziness. Like a guy that showers consistently, smells good, has a neat-ish room.
So not me. No. I'm kidding.
Is put together, has his shit together.
Yeah.
I like a guy who smells good. I like a guy who dresses himself well. You don't have to be, a GQ model, but have a good personal style. Be aware and care about what you look like.
That's true.
But then on the other hand, one of my biggest pet peeves is I cannot date a guy who takes longer to get ready than I do.
That might be me.
Because I don't take very long. From getting into the shower to leaving the house, I can do all of it in under an hour.
Some people have a stiff Jufro that's difficult to take.
Okay, that's one thing, but I dated a guy who was in the mirror longer than I was. I would sit in the living room and wait for an hour while he fixed his hair and put on his fedora and all that shit.
So about sloppiness. Somebody was trying to set me up with a girl and she was pretty attractive too. And she had these nasty, filthy running sneakers on. And they were they weren't just something where you're oh, you could, scrub off some dirt. They were filthy. And I was just...
Was she a cross-country runner? Was she a hiker?
I don't know, but she was dressed all normal, and then she had filthy-ass shoes on. And I was just thinking, I'm if this is how she takes care of her shoes, which is sort of a hygiene type thing, it might change how you smell. I'm just thinking, how does she take care of, grooming and other things like that?
Because the thing is, and when you said the thing about the shoes, that makes me think that she probably has dirty feet.
Stinky, yeah, if she takes her, if it's about to get sexy and she takes off her shoes and I smell vinegar or something nasty.
Or even because you wear your shoes inside the house sometimes, I don't want dirty shoes in my house. Yeah. I have clean sheets, I don't want dirty feet on my sheets.
Exactly, and I mean, it's pretty easy to maintain sneakers, I think, unless you're doing cross-country stuff. But I mean, when they get to even remotely close to the point that I'd seen on this girl, I'm throw them in the wash.
And my dad, this is something that my dad has always said, just watch other people's shoes. And you can tell a lot about a person by their shoes.
It's true. Stuff is symbolic of other things. And
yeah, and he was because when it comes to clothing, sometimes it's the last thing that people really think about.
Yeah. And
so you see how much they pay attention to detail. It was interesting. He was see that one, she's pretty practical, so she's wearing practical shoes like my dad is.
I'm gonna look into that.
I'm serious. It's interesting because you look at their personality based off of their shoes.
A huge one for me is insecurity. I find it very, very, very unsexy when a girl doesn't think that she's sexy. I get it. Everybody needs a little
confidence boost.
Yeah, confidence boost, a reminder, because even the most attractive people forget that they're attractive sometimes, and they just have an ugly day. But
beauty is in the eye of the beholder. You're fine. Sorry.
No, but if a girl is constantly second guessing herself and pointing out all of her flaws, they're flaws that I often don't notice anyways. So if she's oh, this looks gross, this looks nasty, oh my god, I'm so fat, I'm so fat, I'm so fat, this looks stupid on me, my hair is awful, I'm eventually I kind of start to agree with you and I notice those things. I don't like that.
Yeah, and especially during sex. Because you'll see girls that have to have it with the lights off,
keep their shirt on,
or their bra on, or stuff like that, and you notice it more when you point it out.
Yeah. Oh, they'll be oh, let me hold this area in and do this, or
yeah. But it also happens if I have a pimple, if I don't say anything, most people won't notice, or they won't.
Oh my god, yeah.
But then if you're look at this pimple,
and that is how I feel. That is how I feel. Where if I get one on my forehead, I'm oh my god, it's misshapen my forehead. I feel like Gumby after he got hit by a rock or something. It's just.
But if you don't say anything, most people won't even notice, or they'll glance at it and then move on.
Yeah, he's got his it. Okay, who cares? We all get those.
Yeah, but if you keep pressing it or you keep talking about it. So I think the insecurity thing.
Yeah, and I mean on the flip side of that coin, if you present yourself as something sexy and just be who you are, yeah, enjoy yourself and appreciate how you look, because chances are you got it better than a lot of other people. Just
Yeah.
appreciate that and have enough confidence, and people will see you in that positive light.
Yeah, and plus, like, if you're dating them or they're having sex with you, it's because they find you attractive. Like, they didn't, like, just realize it. So if you're being insecure about it, it's like, but you're being insecure about something that is pointless because they're with you already. Bad sex.
I got that one too.
Total deal breaker for me is bad sex.
It is awful. I mean,
There's so many different explanations or reasons for behind bad sex.
Yep.
But I feel like just bad sex, bad chemistry,
Low sex drive.
low sex drive.
That one is.
Or I wouldn't say low sex drive. I would say incompatible sex drives.
If they don't want to have much sex, or if they're just like.
Well, if you don't want to have much sex, like if just incompatibility.
Yeah, I guess so.
Incompatibility with the frequency.
But for me, the thing that I can relate to is I've had girls where they're just like missionary, hand job, and if you're lucky, doggy style, and I'm just like, no, I want to try more stuff than that. I want to like be doing stuff, and they're just.
If we can have fun during sex, that's like the best.
I'm not trying to like have sex in my car. Maybe I am.
I
I did it a few weeks ago, and it was actually wonderful. It's pretty thrilling. It felt like I was in high school again.
Yeah.
It was like kept peeking up and being like, "Is that a cop? Oh, somebody's walking their dogs. We gotta stop for 2 minutes."
Having fun with sex, I think, and that comes back, I think, with the insecurity thing. If you were comfortable with yourself, you're comfortable having sex, a good sex, I feel like, is so important for a relationship, at least for me.
I think it always is. I had an ex who was like, she said it'll blind you, and then that's like, well, at least no. She said it was smart. She said it may lead to divorce because if all that you have is good sex, and some people don't realize that the sex is so good that like they're like, we need to get married. And when you get older and your sex drive dies down, and you're like, we have nothing in common. So
Yeah.
that's important. But I think it needs to be in combination with just somebody that you generally.
Of course. It's not like that's the only thing, but
that is way up on my list.
Yeah, no, for sure. Sometimes people are totally happy with just missionary. Cool, like that's you do you, but that's not me. And
I guess there's bliss in ignorance sometimes. I'm sorry, I'm shitting all over a bunch of people. If you can actually find enjoyment from that,
I don't hate missionary.
No, but I know it's great in combination with like 9 other positions. If you can find satisfaction in just one thing, I mean that's great because I'm out there trying like, let's try this. How about that? How about like you lay that way and I lay like constantly trying to figure stuff. Yeah, if they could find happiness and simplicity.
Awesome.
Okay, so I take back what I just said then.
See? Yeah. So that's mine.
But if you just like missionary, don't come to me.
Or me either. No.
Alright, so that was part 2 of Dating Deal Breakers. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you like what you saw, be sure to hit the like button and also subscribe so you can catch part 3 and other videos that we release.
And if you guys want to follow us on social media, our links will be down in the description box. So don't forget to like and subscribe and follow us. And we will see you guys next Tuesday.